Hello, and welcome to English Podcast with Missy. Here we learn English for real life. Clear, slow, and simple. Let's learn English together. Are you ready? Let's begin. Hello, dear friends. It's Missy here. And I'm so happy you're joining me again in our cozy English story time. Today's story is about something very close to my heart. Books, reading, and quiet places. Yes, we're going to the library together. A library is not just a building with books. It's a place where you can travel to other worlds, learn about anything you like, or simply rest in silence. When I was a child, the library felt like a magical kingdom. Now, even as an adult, it still feels the same. In this story, you'll hear me use some important modal verbs: ought to, might, and may. Listen carefully because after the story, I'll explain them to you. So, let's begin. It was a sunny Saturday morning. I looked out the window and thought, I ought to return my library books today. They were sitting on my desk in a small pile, waiting for me. Some of them I had finished. Some of them I had only opened once or twice. But I didn't want to keep them too long because other people might want to read them too. I put the books into my canvas bag. The bag was heavy, but in a comforting way, like carrying small treasures. Each book was a little story, a little journey, and I didn't want to lose them. Before leaving, I made myself a cup of tea. I thought I might not stay long in the library today, but sometimes when you go there, time disappears. I locked my door, took a deep breath of fresh air, and began walking. The library was not far, just a 20-minute walk. The air was warm and a gentle breeze moved the leaves in the trees. On the way, I passed the bakery. The smell of fresh bread came out onto the street. I smiled and thought, I ought to buy bread on the way home. Children were playing in the park. Their laughter filled the air. A little girl was holding her mother's hand and saying, "Mommy, may we go to the playground?" Her voice was full of hope. The mother laughed and said, "Yes, of course." That small scene warmed my heart and reminded me of my own childhood walks with my mom. When I reached the main road, I saw the tall, old library building. It had big windows and stone steps. The closer I got, the more excited I felt. Inside, it was cool and quiet. The sound of the outside world disappeared. The floor smelled faintly of wood and paper. Sunlight came through the tall windows, falling across the tables like golden ribbons. I went straight to the desk to return my books. The librarian, an older gentleman with glasses, smiled at me. "You're right on time," he said. "These books were due today." I laughed and said, "Yes, I thought I might forget, so I came early." He nodded. "Good choice. You ought to always bring books back on time. That way, everyone gets a chance to enjoy them." I agreed. Libraries work because people share. I walked slowly between the tall shelves. The books stood like quiet friends, waiting for someone to open them. I stopped in the travel section. A book with bright pictures of Italy caught my eye. I thought, I may borrow this one. It could inspire my next holiday. Then I looked at the cooking section. There were books about baking, salads, soups, even unusual desserts. I picked up one with the title Cooking with 5 Ingredients. I smiled. This one might help me when I don't know what to cook. Finally, I wandered into the children's section. It was colorful, with small chairs and soft rugs. A young father was reading a picture book to his son. The boy asked, "Dad, may we take this book home?" The father answered, "Yes, of course. But you ought to promise to take care of it." That moment reminded me of when I was little and my mother first brought me to the library. I remembered how big the shelves looked and how the books felt like doors to other worlds. I chose a corner seat near a big window. The sunlight fell gently on the table. I opened the Italy book first. The photos of old streets and blue seas made me dream. I thought I might visit there one day. Who knows? Next, I opened the cookbook. The recipe for a simple tomato soup made me laugh. I ought to try this. It looks so easy. Nearby, a student was making notes for her exam. A woman was slowly turning the pages of a history book. An elderly man sat sleeping with a newspaper in his lap. The quiet sounds of turning pages felt like soft music. For an hour, I lost myself in those books. Suddenly, I heard a voice near me. A young student whispered, "Excuse me, do you know where the English grammar books are?" I smiled. "Yes, I think they're 2 shelves over. But you may want to ask the librarian for the newest ones." The student nodded. "Thank you." That small interaction made me think. Libraries are also places where people help each other, even if it's just a whisper. At the desk, the librarian scanned them and said, "You may keep them for 3 weeks. But remember, you ought to return them on time." I laughed. Yes, I've learned my lesson today. I left the building with my bag full again, but full of new adventures. As I walked home, I thought about my day. Books are more than paper. They are doors. Some books might open into knowledge, others into dreams. I reminded myself, I ought to read a little every night, even just 10 minutes. Because reading grows the mind slowly, like a tree growing quietly in the sun. When I reached home, I put the bread I bought on the kitchen table, made another cup of tea, and smiled. My bag was heavy again, but this time it was heavy with new worlds waiting for me. Now, let's take a moment to talk about the special modal verbs we use today. Ought to. We use it to say what is the right thing to do or what's best. Here is the form. Subject plus, ought to plus, base verb. Example. I ought to return my books today. You ought to wear a jacket. It's cold outside. Might. We use it when something is possible but not certain. Here is the form. Subject plus might plus base verb. Example. I thought I might forget again. She might start gardening this summer. May. We use it for polite permission or possibility. Here is the form. Subject plus may plus base verb. Example. You may borrow these books for 3 weeks. This book may help you cook something new. So remember, ought to. What's right or a good idea. Might. Something possible. May. Permission or possibility. And that's the end of today's story. A visit to the library. Thank you for joining me today on this gentle trip to the library. I hope you enjoyed walking through the quiet shelves with me, smelling the old books and dreaming about new adventures. Remember, you ought to practice your English a little every day. You might be surprised at how quickly you grow, and you may already be better than you think. Until next time, this was Missy, and I can't wait to share another story with you.